man, that kicks so much ass, man. Here's what we're listening to, man. Check this out. A little rest in peace, R.I.P. with Street Reaper. Now, the last time I used this for an intro on a video was a video just like the one I'm going to do today, actually. They're in a car, right? A very cool custom. Looks like an Impala, man. I'm not sure, but one of those low riders. But man, look at that band. They look fucking great. There they are in the back. They're such a killer band off the Riding Easy label. But anyway, this is about spending time in your car, but it's not so much about being in the car, but how you drive. This is top 10 songs to drive that are great to drive fast to, right? Now, I did a video just like this, probably 3-4 years ago when I was still back in Florissant outside the city, back in the old cosmic realm. And I had a lot of fun with it. In fact, I wasn't even in the video. It was Dr. Kaz with the skeleton mask and the gloves and stuff. I will put a link to it so that you guys can go back and check it out. But yeah, top 10 albums with songs that are great to drive fast to. I got a nice stack here. This is my honorable mentions here. Then I got a stack of 10. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time to dick off, man. But yeah, man, this is a killer record, man, as you can tell. Listen to that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Monster Magnet. It's a little doomy, not doomy, but kind of like stoner rock. A little, you can definitely hear like classic 70s hard rock influences there. So, all right, let's get this party started, man. Top 10 songs to drive fast. You guys ever like to drive fast, man? I have to get on the freeway almost every day. And you gotta kind of acclimate to the drivers down here in St. Louis. They drive fast as fuck, man. If you're not going 80 to 90, then you're like getting in people's way. So, unfortunately, I got in a car accident not too long ago. So I've been a little skittish, but I'm kind of getting back into that mode, right? And I did hear a song off an album that I'm going to show here today that inspired this. So let's do it. Hey, you guys want to get a little bit of this in you? And here's what we're drinking today. So I've been in the mood for a dark beer, which that's not unusual. But yeah, I went with the Shiner Bock here, man. Checking it out there, the Shiner Bock. Deep in the heart of Texas. Used to drink a lot of Shiner beers back then. But yeah, man, this is going to be good. You guys ready for it? You guys know the drill, right? You guys better cover up. Duck and cover. Oh, yes! 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Shocking the hell out of you. All right, here we go. Let's, in the Batman koozie, let's hoist it up and toss it back to all my friends out there in the vinyl community. Let's drink.
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
Oh, that's so tasty on a hot, humid day here in the St. Louis. All right, let me get these mind shields off. We'll dive into the vinyl, all right? Get my purple specs on. Here we go. Ready? All right, here we go. How do I look? Oh, look at my glasses match my bandana. Jesus Christ. Gotta love that shit, right? Hellraiser! All right, let's get on with the show here, man. Stop fucking around, dude. God, get control of yourself. Good Lord, what's wrong with you? All right, I'm gonna start off with these honorable mentions, and I'm gonna move through these fairly quickly. Here's Lucifer's Friend. I think this was released in like 71 or 72. I can't remember. I think I got it written down here. Originally released on Philips, but this one is a Vertigo reissue, and you're gonna get the full effect. I show the full effect every time I show this record. Groovy. You got the Fester looking guy there and the Lurch guy. You've got the gatefold with some distorted pics of the band members. I believe John Lawton, who sang in Uriah Heep, also sang in this band. Fantastic voice. But the song off of this album is Ride the Sky. That just gets the blood flowing, man. When you're talking about riding the lightning, riding the sky, man, that's some kick-ass driving music. So, yeah, honorable mention for Lucifer's Friend. I don't know, is that a good thing to be Lucifer's friend? I don't think so, really, is it? Jesus Christ, probably not. Seals reflexes? Cat-like. And then I grabbed a little punk rock, because I wanted to get a little punk rock in here with the Dead Boys, Young, Loud, and Snotty. Now this one has a song on it, the opening track, again, and it's Sonic Reducer, one of my favorite classic punk rock jams, man. And great to drive fast to. Gives you a kick in the ass and then turns around and kicks you in the nuts too. Jesus. But yeah, Sonic Reducer. Could have also used all this and more. But look at the band. They got Stiv there. You got Cheetah Chrome. You got Jimmy Zero, Jeff Magnum, Johnny Blitz. Freaking love this. And look at this. Look at that vinyl. It's like bloody snot. Jesus Christ. I love it. All right, and then my last, me and the Perch were having a conversation. He was in a gas station. He heard this song playing over the loudspeaker or whatever, and it was Back in the Saddle again, and it just rocks. And we forget about Aerosmith sometimes and how great of a rock band they were back in the 70s. And everybody that I knew had this record when I was in like junior high and high school. It's their greatest hits. But he went with Back in the Saddle. I went with Sweet Emotion. Kind of takes me back to that scene in the opening scene in Dazed and Confused with the hot rods pulling into the parking lot of the high school, and it's just kind of starting that doo-doo-doo, you know, that first guitar riff, and then it kicks in. But then we both landed on fucking Draw the Line, a great driving song, man. That'll get your foot a little heavier on the accelerator as you weave in and out of traffic. This is just a killer greatest hits right there. So yeah, man, little Aerosmith. Those are the three honorables. Now let's get into the big one. I heard a song off of this album that was what inspired this video. This is Van Halen 1 right here. David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen and the boys. The song is Atomic Punk. That track, man, that gets me going every time. Well, no matter where I'm at, if I'm behind the wheel or sitting in here, man, I'm getting up and I'm moving, man. But yeah, look at that, David Lee Roth in his prime. By the way, he's back in action. He is touring right now, and if you look up some clips, man, that guy looks and sounds great, man. I would love to see him, man. If he came anywhere near St. Louis, I'd be there, man. His band sounds good. But yeah, the legendary Van Halen with Atomic Punk. Could have used Running with the Devil. That would have been appropriate. You Really Got Me. Ain't Talking About Love. Classic VH right here. Killer. All right, moving on. Oh, I want to show you that, though. Gotta see the band. Look how young they look there. It's so crazy. And then kind of grab some 70s glam stuff, because this song, when it comes on the radio, I crank it and I drive as fast as fuck. And that's Sweet off of their album Desolation Boulevard. The song, again, an opening track, Ballroom Blitz.
So hard living with the things you do to me. Why think you're getting so strong? I like to tell you everything I
fact, her eyes as red as the sun. I fucking love it, man. Brian Connolly and the gang. Look at that track list. Love this record, man. Released in 1975 on Capitol Records. This is the U.S. Release. But yeah, such a killer song. Takes me back to the old roller skating on the weekend days. Even when you're on skates, man, you tend to kick it into high gear when you hear Ballroom Blitz. But fantastic record, man. Gonna keep things moving. I'm gonna be moving pretty quick here, so. Here's another punk record, man. And you don't see this guy get mentioned, and when you're talking about punk rock music, but he definitely deserves to be there, man. And that's the Jim Carroll Band. This album is called Catholic Boy.
Kids with the clue, he was 12 years old. Fell from the roof on East 29. Kathy was 11 when she pulled the plug. 26 reds and a bottle of wine. Bobby got leukemia, 14 years old. He looked like 55 when he died. He was a friend of mine. People who died. People who died. People who died. They're all my friends.
But the song, again, kind of reminds me of like the same era as Sweet's Ballroom Blitz, but this is People Who Died. That song is just, it has a fast, lickety-split kind of rhythm on it, man. And he sings about all these people that he knew, these junkies and street people who bought it in all these different ways, like jumped off a roof, OD'd, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty bleak, but it's kind of a fast-paced song. There's Jim Carroll and his band right there. Man, if you haven't seen the Basketball Diaries, I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Wahlberg is in it. But that's the story about Jim Carroll. When he was a kid, they did all kinds of dope. They got hooked on heroin. Fantastic stuff, man. That's Jim Carroll on the album there. I think that's his folks in real life there. But yeah, man, People Who Died. I'm gonna give you guys some clips, so don't fret, man. I'll jog your memory about some of these older tunes, man. Released in 1980, by the way, Atlantic Records. All right, here we go. How about total metal stuff, man? Dove into the late 60s. I mean, some people can trace the roots of heavy metal back to this album. And this is Blue Cheer, man. Every time I show this, I say the same thing. I never get tired of hearing this record. And the track is Summertime Blues. Again, that hard pounding kind of rhythmic vibe that, is kind of a good to drive to. You know what I'm saying? As the white lines go speeding by while you're cruising your ass down the highway. Yeah, Summertime Blues does it. I think it's the drums of Paul Whaley commingled with Dickie Peterson's bass that just keeps it rolling. And then of course Lee Steven kicks in with his vocals and guitar. Fantastic, man. Love the foil cover. I'll always show this record, man. I don't care how many times I've showed it. I'll keep showing it. You can't stop. Oh, you blowing up on me? All right. I'm just kidding. Now this one's kind of funny. But man, when it comes on the radio, I crank it, man, and I drive fast as fuck. And that's Ram Jam with their song Black Betty. Jesus Christ. This was released in 1977 on CBS Records. This has a bubblegum rock connection, by the way. It's produced by Kazenet's Cats, who did all those late 60s and 70s bubblegum rock records, the popular ones. And in fact, I think there's a guy in this band, I think it's Bill Bartlett, who was in, I want to say he was in the Lemon Pipers, maybe. He was in this band. And there's pictures of them in the pyramid there. And you've got your space guys here. I did a video feature about this song a few years back about Black Betty, how Leadbelly did it first, like the great blues player Leadbelly. But he was inspired by a prison chant, or a chain gang chant. Those guys working out, in the heat and, digging and moving rocks and heavy labor stuff. But yeah, there was a chant about Black Betty, and that's where that originated from. Cool cover, great song. I crank it up every goddamn time it comes on the radio. Now, I wanted to show this cat because he just did his farewell show with Black Sabbath and his, and they celebrated his solo stuff. There was a lot of guest appearances and some super groups. But I chose this, an album you don't see a lot of people show. This is Ozzy Osbourne, No Rest for the Wicked. Again, I went with the opening track. Miracle Man, you're busted. Jesus Christ. You could look at that track list. You could have used almost any song on here as a good driving song because they're all fast-paced. You got the amazing guitar of Zakk Wylde making his first appearance on an album. They even brought back Bob Daisley, who was last with Ozzy on Bark at the Moon, but then Sharon, they had a falling out over songwriting credits, but they brought him back long enough to record the album, then they kicked his ass out again, man, which really sucks. But yeah, killer record. I went with Miracle Man. Could have used Devil's Daughter, could have used Crazy Babies. Bloodbath in Paradise, fantastic record. Did you guys catch that show, man? That back in that, I know I mentioned it a few minutes ago, but man, there were some great singers, some great guitar playing on there. It was kick-ass, and Ozzy, for as bad a shape as he's in, man, really sounded great. I'm gonna make a prediction. It's gonna be a sad one, but man, we better enjoy Ozzy while we got him, because I got a feeling within the next 2 years he's probably gonna pass, man. I hope he doesn't. I hope he lives forever, man. The Prince of Darkness. Ugh, Jesus. All right, I've been listening to a lot of this band lately. I love this band, and I kind of visit them off and on when I get the mood. And it's Ghost. I showed a Ghost album in our last video, the playlist, which I hope you guys dug that video, man. If you did, man, check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. But this is their album Meliora, which was kind of their big breakthrough record, man. This is where I discovered Ghost, right here. But the song I chose off of this is a song called Mummy Dust. Probably one of their heaviest songs. Again, fits the profile for a hard driving, fast driving song. It's very much metal. It's, of course, everything on this has like a kind of a satanic or occult vibe. Look at that great cover. They do the whole Pope thing, man. So you get a lot of cathedrals, you get a lot of like weird stained glass that tell these stories. This is kind of always like their backdrop on their live shows. I've seen them a few times. And I have to show this. I know it's gonna take time, but there's this great booklet, right? And it's got all these sketches that they use to coincide with the songs of the album. Look at that. That's fantastic art, man. And I'll show you a couple more here because there's some good ones. Look at that artwork. Some great sketches. Oh, I'm gonna give you the full effect of this, man, because you're gonna love it. There's the band, what they looked like during this era. That was Papa Emeritus right there, man. Fantastic, with the nameless ghouls there. Great stuff. Check out Mummy Dust. I'll give you a little clip of it, man, so you guys can get an idea why I like it. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. The inner sleeve. I don't remember if I showed my Ghost Buck in the last video. There's another one I got. I got one from about every show I've been to. I always make it a point to try and score one of these out of the confetti cannon. But yeah, great album, man. Now this one was a no-brainer. I had to include this, man. And that's ZZ Top with the song is LaGrange. The album, Tres Hombres. Kick-ass record. This is their last album before they, broke into the big time, man, when they hit the 80s MTV era. But look at that track list there. It's killer. But yeah, LaGrange, man. It's a great driving song, man. I mean, it's almost like it feels like it was written to be a song to drive fast to. You know what I'm saying? In fact, when I was in junior high, I worked this job at an arcade in our town back in Iowa. It was called the Electric Trolley. What a cool name for an arcade, right? And there was all these pinball machines, right? And the one pinball machine had a car-themed pinball machine, and it would release like several balls at once. You'd be playing it. The whole time you're playing it, though, they're playing LaGrange in the background, right? So, it gets the adrenaline going, gets your fingers flipping, pinball wizard. Jesus Christ. It has the same effect on me when I'm behind the wheel of a car. You guys want to see something gross? Oh, Lord. I don't know. It could be gross, could be good. Who knows? But, yeah, a little Tex-Mex there. It looks like a heartburn waiting to happen. But, and then I think this was sent to me by Cliff, Vinyl Cheapskate. I wonder if he did this artwork right here on the inner sleeve. That's great. I love it. I love Cliff, man. But, yeah, this album came out in 1973 on London Records. And, man, that's the kind of ZZ Top stuff that I dig right there, man. All right, we're getting close to the end. I think we got 2 left here. And I wanted to go back to this record. I picked a classic here. Never mind the Bullocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. The song I picked off of this is a song called Bodies. Man, if I hear that song on a radio or on my CD or whatever I'm playing in the car, I'm going to kick it up to another level of speed. I'm going to drive fast. That song is aggressive, and if you listen to it, it's a little bit edgy, but this is a cool record, man. I can't believe I found this. This is the one with the sticker that they added for song submission. There you go there. There's also, I think there's oh yes, there is an insert. And I'm going to give you the full effect of this as well. Some cool pics of the band there. Love the Pistols. Man, I was so into this record back in the day. And when my brother picked this up for me, here's what he paid for it. It's also white label. I don't think it's a promo, but it's a white label. But this is what he paid. You'll never find this pressing of this record for 18 bucks anywhere, man. But yeah, man, I remember one time I put this on at a party at one of my old apartment houses in Fort Dodge, and everybody that was at the party got in the middle and started moshing it up. And it was fun as fuck. We tore our house apart. We didn't give a fuck. It wasn't ours. We were renting it. Jesus Christ. But yeah, man, you could have used, besides Bodies, you could have used Pretty Vacant, No Feelings, Problems, Anarchy. You could have used those as well. But I go with Bodies, because that song to me is like their heaviest and kind of a heavy-handed concept. All right, number 10 right here, White Zombie. It's La Sexorcisto Devil Music Volume 1. I think I've shown this recently. I know I showed some Rob Zombie last week, but this song has one of the ultimate driving songs in Thunder Kiss 65. So great, man. It just hammers down, man. If your foot doesn't get a little heavy on the accelerator when you're listening to Thunder Kiss by White Zombie, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. You're dead inside. You're fucking dead inside. Jesus. Look at the artwork too, man. I mean, you get like with the White Zombie, you get the horror movie samples. You get like samples from some monsters. You get some great like comic book type art. You get big jugs. You get monsters. You get it all. But yeah, this was the soundtrack of our lives, man, back in the 90s, me and my friends. Well, I'm going to give you the insert. I hear you. I hear you. I know you've seen me show this before, and I know you know there's an insert. Liner notes, lyrics, more cool-ass pics, track list, players, all this shit, man. I love it. I love Rob Zombie, man. I love White Zombie. I'm on a new trek to get all of his records, so yeah, you'll be seeing some of those as I move forward with a little Far Out Finds video. That's it, man. My stack is gone, man. Top 10 with 3 honorable mentions. I love it. I hope you guys dug this, man. Hit the subscription. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Hit it all, man. Just start swinging, man, wildly. Haymakers, throw them. Jesus Christ. All right, you guys, man. Stay cool, stay cosmic, man. Stay out of the heat, and be cool. And we'll catch you next week. Check out the stuff that I'm doing with Vinyl Richie and Ben Rankins. 2 guys and a dick. Jesus, it's funny as fuck and fun. All right, man. I'm out of here. Here we go. I'm gonna fly like the wind. Woo!